What is personal growth? First off, it is the ongoing, it's not just like a one-time thing, it's an ongoing, general process of improving yourself. Typically, this results in more feelings or emotions of pride and confidence and satisfaction. This also can lead to more connection with other people, with yourself, and more energy to meet your life's goals. I have a 4-step general outline of what personal growth can look like. Each of these steps, like there's way more information that we could get into for each of these, and maybe I will in the future, but for now, I'm going to give you the overall process, and you'll have to kind of plug in what that looks like for you in your life. The 4 steps are: number 1, self-reflection. This is just being honest about what you need to change. Identify what it is that is causing you distress that you have some level of control over, like maybe reducing the amount of junk food that you eat, or maybe there's an emotional something you're going through, like anger, and then maybe there's things that you can't directly control the anger, I guess, but it's more about what do you have control over to influence the anger and reduce the amount of anger that you have. So it could be a behavioral goal, it could be a career goal, it could be an emotional goal, which is like, what do you have control over? What do you have influence over? And be honest about it. And that would be your start. Number 2, step 2 of this personal growth process is learning. So just learn about what you identified in step 1. If you need to reduce your anger, then learn about, what anger is, where it comes from, how other people have reduced their anger. Maybe is there instead of looking at anger as a bad thing, can we look at it as maybe it's a more positive side to this? So just kind of do a deep dive into anger, learn. This can help to make it more normalizing. Hopefully you won't feel like there's something wrong with you, and you'll notice that other people have anger as well. Or maybe they are having a hard time in their business just like you are, or they're having a hard time interpersonally in their relationship just like you are. So learning can provide you with normalization and validation, but it also can just kind of start to give you ideas to work with. That way you're not just like on an island by yourself with the problem that you have or that you want to change. The 3rd step of this process is to make achievable goals. This is giving yourself something specific to work towards, like feeling more calm and relaxed every day. Within this is the large goal, like I want to feel more relaxed. But then within that large goal are action steps, like setting aside time for daily meditation maybe. And the 4th step in this personal growth process is to implement the techniques from step 3, so try it out, and then change them as you need to. Just make tweaks here and there. And we're going to plug this in later on in this episode, but that's just a general overview right now. Personal growth, though, is more than like external excess. Like you could work on something and change your behavior, and that's fantastic. You could make concrete marketing goals for your business and achieve them. But in order to achieve that external success, you're probably going to identify that there's some sort of internal other goal that you need to work on, like maybe believing in yourself more or saying kinder things to yourself. And then when you achieve, let's say you do achieve that external goal of, improving your marketing goals, you'll probably notice that has an impact on you internally. You'll have an emotional experience of meeting that external goal. You'll feel accomplished, proud, maybe even more determined. So personal growth, it does involve observable external behaviors, but inner change either happens before it or comes along with it, or both. I think typically it just could be both. Personal growth requires a willingness to challenge yourself, to step outside your comfort zone, and to commit to continuously learning and improving, to look at change as small steps, maybe small habits that you have to pick up and continue to snowball into other things. And really, I think personal growth is about becoming the best version of yourself and having a fulfilling life. And now that's completely up to you. I don't know what the best version of you looks like. That's completely up to you. And I don't know what a fulfilling life, I know what that means to me. And I think I'm still learning that as I age. But what a fulfilling life is to you, I don't know. That's something that you'll have to be honest with yourself about and be curious about as well as time goes on. I think these are always evolving. I don't think they're static. I think as you get older, as your life priorities change, a fulfilling life is going to look different. And the best version of yourself, like for me, the best version of myself when I was 21 is nowhere near what it is for me now. The The best version of myself has a lot to do with being a dad, being a husband, and being successful in my career. Yeah, pretty boring, I know, but that is the best version of myself, is about other people, really. How do I serve my family and the people in my career, and you as well? And yes, I'm taking care of myself, but with where I'm at in life, it's more about how can I serve other people and really impact the world in a positive way. Was it like that when I was 21? No. 16? No.
This podcast is not therapy, not intended to be therapy or be a replacement for therapy. Nothing in this creates or indicates a therapeutic relationship. Please consult with your therapist or seek for one in your area if you are experiencing mental health symptoms. Nothing in this podcast should be construed to be specific life advice. It is for educational and entertainment purposes only.